So we decided to go to Daman to shoot a bit of the Folking Around series because our channel is a little bit empty these days. Parth is going to shoot, so we have some professional help. Where are we?
We are in the kitchen. Have you not seen?
I know, this is the first time we have been allowed in the kitchen. The chef is a brave man. He's letting us into his professional kitchen. I must say, it's been like working or doing anything inside a professional kitchen since 1998. Our friend Rohit has been super kind to let us in to the
Bell tower.
I almost forgot. I was going to call it the lighthouse. I don't know why.
It looks like it's supposed to be built with that in the mind.
I keep thinking it's a lighthouse by the beach, but we are not exactly by the beach and it's a bell tower. Sorry Rohit, but I had a mental tower that the waves are going to be crashing on my feet when I'm cooking and the fish is coming right from the sea into my plate, but it's okay. We are only 900 meters away from it. What's the first challenge we're doing?
No challenge. I thought you're...
Oh yeah, it's not a challenge. We're just teaching people how to make a few dishes. I'm going to do a San Francisco style garlic noodles. Shanky is doing a aglio olio, which is basically the same goddamn thing in Italian.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, aglio olio is olive oil and garlic.
Correct. Now what is San Francisco style?
San Francisco
you seem
style.
to have Kashmiri with
Yeah, but I'm adding a little bit desi twist. So San Francisco style garlic noodles. It's a famous Asian style, but it was invented in the Chinese community, by the Chinese community in San Francisco. It's got a few things that are a little bit different. It's usually served with crabs.
So garlic noodles with crabs.
Yeah, usually you get crabs, you get lobster. And now, I didn't know if we have lobster here, but I was going to quietly serve and put a little lobster on top. But that's not happening, so I'm just going to go ahead with whatever I have. I just want to talk a little bit about pasta. Obviously, Barilla is the most famous brand. But to be honest, it's not that good. It's going to be a little bit expensive, but try and get something that has been put through a brass die. When I say a brass die, it's the extruder, right? So all the dough goes through, gets pumped in, usme ek extruder hota hai. And the extruder has these little holes. So when you have a brass one, the finishing is rough. So when the pasta goes through it, that extruder, it leaves little grooves in the pasta. Those grooves are extremely important because all the sauce sticks to the pasta a little bit better. It doesn't have a very polished end. So we are making an Asian noodle and you're seeing me use spaghetti, but that's because this is the best substitution for whatever Asian noodles you get in San Francisco. And to be honest, I'm not entirely sure. They also use a spaghetti. So I'm going to start kicking off with, first, please, heavily salt your water. They say make it as salty as seawater. Now remember, if you do that, your pasta is going to have enough salt. So please be careful about how much salt you are adding to it after the dish. Because in the end, all these ingredients are going together. So these are the ingredients we're going to work with. So I'm adding few things that are not part of the traditional recipe. You should have a little bit of oyster sauce. Oyster sauce, it brings that umami. Then you have Worcester sauce, which I don't have fish sauce. It's Worcestershire, but in India they call it Worcester. And then I am using a little bit of soy sauce. Okay, people, please try and buy good soy sauce. Soy sauce matters. A really good cured soy sauce makes all the difference in the quality of the food. The surprise ingredient I'm using is butter. Butter is a great finisher for everything. This one starts and finishes it. It just emulsifies everything.
That's more salt, but
this is unsalted.
Oh, this is unsalted.
Yeah. Shanky is going to make aglio olio, which is the original Italian version of it. So I'm just using half right now. Just because it's on camera, everything gets a little bit harder. Even taking pasta out of a fucking box. Okay. I don't know. You don't have to do this.
Please don't do that.
Please don't do that. Okay. Okay, just make sure you stir it a little bit because, god damn, having worked in a professional kitchen, everything burns and hurts. Such a wuss I've turned into. See, that's something that happens when you work in a professional kitchen. You don't have hair around here. I'm going to be burning this shit all evening today. I'm going to create what you call a wok hai. Wok hai is like, I think it means fire or smoke or fire off the wok by really turning up the heat and then letting it cool down. Okay, so I'm just coating the bottom so that nothing sticks, and I'm putting the oil back. So now I'm going to start off with some butter and some garlic, and I'm going to try and control this. I haven't cooked on a professional kitchen stove for a very long time, so I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to stop it from burning. And I'm going to add a little bit of chili flakes to this. And just one chili like this. That's a Kashmiri chili. So this is not in the recipe, or nor is it even traditional. It's just, I want to do it this way because I want to add a little bit of funk to it. And I'm going to slowly heat this up, and I'm going to move it from the heat as much as possible. What's important is you want to cook the pasta just 80% of the way. Still crunchy, slowly heating up. You don't want to burn, right? You don't want it to burn. You want it to have slight bit of that strong garlicky taste. And I'm going to add this Worcestershire, the soy, and I'm going to let it just stop. And again, I want you guys to understand and remember this. This water, which has the starch from the pasta, is the most important thing in a kitchen. You can use this to fix broken sauces. You can use this to thicken sauces, thicken cream sauces, every kind of sauce, because it is starch, so it binds everything together. And when you're just cooking pasta, remember to finish off the pasta in the sauce. When it's soaking up water, right? When it's still like 80% done, when you put it in the sauce, it'll absorb everything from the sauce itself, and that's where all that flavor comes from. I'm going to do something which might confuse others, but I'm going to go directly from the pot because I want some of the water to come with me.
Work it. Work it. Oh, full heat. All he's missing now is one jhadu. He hasn't done this in a while, but he's doing it pretty well, I say. Parmigiano.
Okay, that's the odd ingredient. That's the Parmesan. But that just rounds off this dish completely. You should add Parmesan only once you've stopped cooking, because otherwise the Parmesan starts losing its oil. Now, I have no idea what I've cooked.
Is there a fork? I'll tell you. Smells spicy. I've normally eaten the softer type.
But in India, they like to kill everything anyway, spice, no? Alright, here we go. San Francisco style. It's the way it should be. Al dente, little bite to it, a little bit sweet. Parmesan, missing fish sauce, but we use oyster instead and Worcester.
Tasty to hai. We'll leave some for others to tell us also.
Yeah, spot on.
Chef liked it, bro. He's having a second bite also.
Everybody can try. Anybody wants to try, please try.
So guys, I have been forced to do this. I am not the chef here. I'm not the cook here. I am the eater. But having said that, I have decided to have fun when I do this. So I've got some gin and tonic going for me. I'm in Daman, so I can legally be drinking in Gujarat. So cheers. What I'm going to be doing today is an aglio e olio, which is basically garlic and spaghetti. I'm using about 5 or 6 garlic. Since these are small ones, I'll use probably a little more. We are doing some really thin chopped slices of garlic. This aglio e olio we're also going to be having some fun with. We're not doing just the traditional Italian one because all the Italian viewers are going to be screaming and shouting saying, "What the hell are you putting?" In the boiling water, we're now going to throw in the pasta. Let me try and do that. Forgot the salt in the water. Now we shall let that boil for a couple of minutes. I'm keeping the burner very low on the olive oil because I just want to infuse the olive oil with the garlic smell. I don't want to burn the oil. I don't want to cook the garlic beyond a certain point. Throw in some chili flakes. Ah, nice smell of olive oil. My cameraman behind the camera is already sweating bullets. Poor fellow is only trying to air himself out. That's the best part about cooking anything that's not Indian. It's done in less than 10 minutes. Doesn't take too much of prep. Doesn't take too much of time. And easy cooking. If I was making a biryani right now, I'd just been doing just the meze even now. I'm just going to put a little bit of this water in here. Now we're going to throw in some of the herbs. This is the slightly unconventional method where we throw in some thyme. We're going to throw in the parmesan, of course. I'm going to keep some to put on the plate. Try it before I take this out. It's not bad as far as I'm concerned. We'll find out. Come on.
Alrighty.
Come on, Brit, try. I'm not the chef here, bro. He's the chef. I'm just having fun in the kitchen.
Alright, are we doing al dente? This is aglio olio by Chef Shanky. Sounds like a Russian oligarch, no? Chef Shanky.
That's why it doesn't sound like Russian over. I'm okay.
Shevchenko.
You like the twist?
Yeah. Nice. Well, good one, man. This is Shanky's aglio olio with vilaiti dhania. Correct. Yes, you just say that. You got a little. You got a. Everybody knows you got aglio olio. You got aglio olio. Yeah, and then we tasted. So I cooked all of those, and then now he's cooking.
For a job, no. In the bell tower, maybe.